2022 saw more than $1 billion invested in the state's transportation infrastructure. The Michigan Department of Transportation was on the forefront of innovation and ingenuity, rebuilding roads and bridges across the state. From rail bridges in Jackson to the lift bridge in Houghton, MDOT and our partners worked to provide the highest quality integrated transportation services for economic benefit and improved quality of life.
No one gets as excited about infrastructure as I do, but I love to drive by and see the progress that's being made. And that's why I always say, think about the incredible amount of work that goes into the engineering, the digging up the old, laying all the new foundation. I mean, it is an incredible undertaking that has to be done with precision and skill so that we keep people safe on these roads. And that's why I'm in awe of the incredible men and women that do this work.
In MDOT's Bay region, a $100 million project along I-69 and the I-475 interchange in Flint wrapped up this fall, with bridge repairs and rebuilding 2.5 miles of road from Fenton Road to M54. This busy corridor is vital to the state's manufacturing community and helps support more than 1,200 jobs throughout the area.
I was born and raised right here in Flint. Every time I come back from Washington, I come home to Flint, so it's really gratifying to see this new life, infrastructure, 21st century infrastructure that's going to serve our community, serve the people who live here, but also help us to attract the kind of investment that it is really essential to our future.
In the North region, one of the busiest stretches of road for tourism saw a major overhaul. I-75 and US 23 in Mackinac City both saw roads being rebuilt, along with the US 23 bridge over I-75. New pavement will greet travelers from the Upper Peninsula as they exit the Mackinac Bridge into the Lower Peninsula. Local law enforcement sees this project as another way to help keep motorists safe.
It's important because we're progressing. We're improving more of the town. I mean, yes, stuff gets old, it wears away. So us improving it, or working with MDOT coming in to improve the roadways, curbs, traffic controls, it's huge. It's a benefit to the village itself and tourists that are coming up to see us.
Speaking of travelers in the UP, drivers on the far west side of the state saw a collaboration between MDOT and the city of Bessemer. The nearly $9 million project along US 2 combines both roadwork and storm sewer improvements to improve the city's aging sewer system and water main. This is just one example of MDOT and local communities working together to combine projects to lessen the impact on motorists and pedestrians.
It was an intense partnership. We were working with MDOT for the road. We were working with USDA for the water and sewer lines throughout, underneath the streets. And then we also worked with Drinking Water State Revolving Fund for the lead service lines that needed to be replaced. And we also worked with the State Infrastructure Bank to borrow funding for the engineering. So it was a very complicated project, and it actually went very smoothly.
The capital city is seeing another round of improvements to I-496. The $80 million project involves work on 17 bridges along with a rebuild of the freeway from Grand Avenue to Lansing Road. This work also includes improvements to the Lansing Road and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard ramps and interchanges to improve safety for those traveling through Lansing.
The fact that with partnership from the federal level and the state level, we are investing in our community. We're investing in Lansing families and everyone who decides to work and commute throughout our capital city.
After nearly 3 decades, the wait is over in the Southwest region, where US 31 is now connected to I-94, I-196. The 2-year, $94 million project, including rebuilding 3.5 miles of I-94 and building new bridges at Britton Avenue and Benton Center Road to help traffic through the newly created interchange. This highly traveled route will benefit from quicker travel times and less congestion, making travel safer through the area.
You wait for 20 years and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden in 2 years you see this. And it's just great, and it's just going to build our commerce here so much. This road connects north, south, east, and west now. I mean, it's like the hub coming from Chicago, from Indiana, coming down from the north, from Grand Rapids, coming over from Detroit.
It was a big move, but somebody had to do it as the new 1,100-ton 2nd Avenue Bridge was moved into place over I-94 in Detroit. The $26 million bridge replaced the original structure built in 1954. It includes 1 driving lane in each direction, 9-foot wide sidewalks, and 8-foot wide bike lanes. The new bridge also has the distinction of being Michigan's first network-tied arch bridge.
It's a great example of how we can build infrastructure today that really helps connect districts. So having access for vehicles, having access for bikes and pedestrians, especially given the fact that Wayne State's campus housing and a lot of their main academic buildings are here, right at the edge of the bridge, I think is a great opportunity to further, develop the area and create a more connected neighborhood.
If you were traveling on I-96 in Cascade Township, you saw $15 million in action to rebuild more than 2 miles of the expressway between Thornapple River Drive and Whitneyville Avenue. This vital stretch heading to and from Grand Rapids and Gerald R. Ford International Airport was repaired to improve safety for residents and travelers alike.
I-96 needed some attention, right? And it really speaks to the multimodal function of MDOT and the airport. Folks need to get to the airport to connect to the world, and to do that we need the interstate system. Our job, like MDOT's job, is to provide infrastructure for our community to connect. MDOT connects us across the state, the airport connects us across the country and across the world, both packages and people, right? So as MDOT invests in the road, we're increasing and supporting that traffic growth. The road traffic growth supports the region, supports the airport.
With hundreds of miles of roads rebuilt, repaired, and repaved across the state this year in support of the economy, the hardworking men and women working on these projects remind you to slow down and pay attention. Remember to drive like you work here, because their work supports thousands of jobs across the state.